every single one of these athletes that you just saw knows something that you don't. That's right, Cristiano Ronaldo winning time after time, Kobe Bryant, Lionel Messi, all know something you don't. But what? What made these guys so successful? Well, that was the question I was determined to figure out. So when I got back home, I opened my laptop and I studied. And after hours and hours of research, I couldn't really find anything. I mean, obviously these guys worked hard and stayed consistent, but I still didn't know what actually separated these guys from every other athlete out there. But after 8 long, hard hours of research, I finally found something. I came across this article by Cora that just opened my eyes. The one thing all these guys had in common was, drum roll, they all started in their teens. That's right, all these guys started young. And then boom, it finally clicked. But wait. Let me actually show you how I got here. Because let's face it, your teenage years can be some of the scariest, most stressful years of your life. I mean, these are the years that decide if you become strong, confident and successful, or if you stay weak and fall behind. That's why I'm giving you the 5 best physical activities that if you start implementing today will completely transform your life. These will build your discipline, push your limits, and separate you from every other average teenager out there wasting time. If you take these seriously, not only will you look better and feel better, but you'll walk through life with more grace and more confidence. And at the end, I'm sharing 3 bonus tips and systems that will help you take advantage of these 5 activities and help you see yourself in as little amount of time as possible. These are the exact systems that helped me get in great shape at just 15 years old and are the reason why I was able to go to Spain to play football with a pro academy team. So let's get into it. Number 1, choose your sport. Most teenagers today don't play a sport, and honestly, it shows. There's no discipline, no competitive drive, and no ability to handle pressure. If you want to separate yourself from the average, you need to play a sport. It doesn't matter if it's competitive or just for fun, because it's not just about fitness, it's about that mindset. Trust me when I say this, a sport will humble you. You can be the strongest guy in your friend group, but step onto the pitch or the basketball court, and you'll realize you're not that good. That's a great thing. It forces you to level up instead of staying comfortable. There's this quote from Marcus Aurelius that I just love. He's doing great in life, the success is getting to his head, and one of his servants tells him, "Remember, sir, you're still just a man. No matter how good you think you are, there's always more to learn." And here's the great thing. If you're playing a sport you enjoy, and I mean enjoy with all your heart, you're making fitness fun. And at that point, you're just attracting everything that comes with it. You're not just running on the treadmill. You're competing, improving, and enjoying the process. I started playing soccer when I was younger, but I'll be completely honest. When I first touched that ball, I was cheeks. Absolutely terrible. But then I told myself I was gonna master this craft. So every day after school, for about a year, I would grab my ball and just play till sunset. And if I never picked up a sport, I wouldn't have built that work ethic, discipline, and drive that carried over to every other aspect of my life. So pick a sport, push yourself. You'll thank yourself later. Number 2, weightlifting. If you're on self-improvement, this isn't optional. It's a literal law. At some point, every guy looks in the mirror and hates what he sees. Maybe you're too skinny, maybe you're overweight, or maybe you're just weak. Whatever it is, you have the power to change it. Going to the gym isn't about looking better, even though, let's be honest, you'll start looking like a Greek god. When you first start, you're obviously gonna struggle. Those first couple of weeks are the hardest part of the journey. You might barely lift anything, but if you stay consistent, you'll be bigger, stronger, and more confident than ever. And let me tell you, nothing will change your confidence like getting bigger and stronger. I guarantee you this, if you're lost, unmotivated, or depressed, lifting weights will help. I don't know, there's something about seeing real progress. Your first visible bicep vein, your first PR on bench, that makes you feel unstoppable. And here's a fact, lifting literally rewires your brain. Studies show that weight training boosts dopamine and serotonin. These are the same chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress. 1 year from today, you could be stronger, more confident, and actually proud of what you built. Or you could be exactly where you are today. The choice is yours. Number 3, martial arts. Now I want you to picture this. You're walking down the street with your girl, it's late at night, you're having a good time, and you think you're the shit. Then a group of guys come up to you and disrespect her. Your heart starts pounding, you freeze. You don't want to look weak, but on the other hand, you have no clue what to do. What if he shoves you? What if he swings? You're just standing there hoping he backs off. And trust me bro, your girl notices. No one wants their girl to think that their man can't protect her. And I'm sure you know those guys who say, "Oh yeah, I don't train, but I know how to fight." Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. To know how to defend yourself and your loved ones, you need to train. Martial arts makes your body and your mind a weapon. It teaches you how to stay calm under pressure, how to handle yourself in a real fight, and build discipline that carries into everything else. And let's be very clear, this isn't about violence. It's about being prepared. You're building one of the most valuable skills a man can know. You'll walk different knowing you can handle yourself. And the discipline you build in this process changes everything. You'll start eating better, training harder, and just taking better care of your body. Because real fighters don't half-ass anything. So whether it's boxing, BJJ, or Muay Thai, just sign up. And when shit goes down, you'll be ready. Number 4, outdoor cardio. When you're at the gym, you probably don't go for the bike or the treadmill machine. And I get it. It's just not as exciting as lifting. But if you ignore cardio, you're pretty much screwing yourself over. The other day, I seen this man running for the bus.
Hey! Stop the bus!
And when he finally caught it and sat beside me, he was gassed. Just from a 10-second jog, he was out of breath and dripping sweat. Cardio builds stamina, endurance, and mental toughness. But even after knowing all this, you probably still think it's boring. But let me change that. Instead of training inside, do these outdoors. Fresh air, natural sunlight, the birds chirping in your ears, and that open space all boost energy, improve focus, and elevate your mood. Studies show that people who exercise outside experience lower stress levels, better sleep, and even improved brain function. And let me tell you, bro, nothing beats the feeling of pushing yourself in nature. No gym walls, no machines, no other people. It's just you versus you. And I'm super fortunate to have a pool where I live and a Beltline trail where all I can see is trees and nature. So I'm gonna give you a challenge. For 1 week, wake up and do an outdoor cardio workout every single morning. Run, bike, swim, whatever gets you going. Don't care how cold it is, and I don't care if you're tired. And make sure to track your mood every single day. I guarantee by the end of this week, you'll feel sharper, happier, and more alive. If you're serious about taking this to the next level, check the description, and you'll find my free self-improvement ebook. This isn't for everyone. So if you don't care about leveling up your life and improving every single day, don't even bother. Number 5, flexibility and mobility training. Most teenagers ignore this until they get injured. I honestly used to think stretching was useless until I got a muscle strain that took 2 weeks to heal. If you don't train flexibility, your body becomes tight, stiff, and weak. But if you actually take this seriously, you'll lift heavier, perform better, and recover faster. Look at the top athletes. All they focus on is mobility. They move their body the way it was meant to be moved. And I'm not telling you to go do an hour of yoga. I'm just saying 10 minutes will change your life. Remember at the start of the video when I asked you how these athletes got to the pro level? Well, now you know the 5 physical activities that they use to become great. That's right. Every athlete you saw in the start chose one of these crafts and mastered it. And now I want to give you 3 tips to make sure you're maximizing your efforts. Most people start these habits but never stick with them. That's why these tips are so important. And if you properly apply them, you'll progress so much faster than your competition. Bonus tip number 1, make it a non-negotiable. You need to treat these activities like you're brushing your teeth. You don't wake up and think, should I brush my teeth? You kind of just do it. And that's how you need to treat whichever activity you choose. Make it automatic. No motivation, no thinking. Just show up. The moment you stop making excuses and start treating this like a non-negotiable part of your day, you'll separate yourself from 99% of people. Bonus tip number 2, track progress like an athlete. Think about the top level athletes. They don't train randomly. They track literally everything they do. If you're lifting, track those strength numbers. If you're running, track your speed and endurance. When you track your growth, you'll notice even the smallest wins. And that'll just make you want to keep going. Bonus tip number 3, recovery is king. Here's what no one talks about. If your recovery is trash, everything you've learned in this video so far will have been a waste. It doesn't matter how hard you train. If you sleep 4 hours a night and eat like shit, you're obviously not going to improve. So I want you to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. And I know this can be hard, even for me. I get home and there's just more work to be done. And before I know it, it's 3 a.m. and I'm still working on my video. Next, I want you to eat real foods. Protein, whole carbs, and healthy fats. None of this processed garbage. And I want you to do activities that you enjoy and are relaxing, but still help you recover. Like sauna, cold showers, heat and cold therapy, and massages. Honestly, there's a lot. Remember, the guys who recover properly make twice the amount of progress as the guys who don't. And congratulations. You now know everything you need to start transforming your body and your mind. Most people go through life clueless, but now you're equipped. You now know the 5 activities that will shape you into a stronger, sharper, and more disciplined version of yourself. I've laid the tools right in front of you, but knowing isn't enough. The real secret is how you apply these, how to stay consistent, how to structure your training, and how to make sure you don't waste months making the wrong mistakes. Like I said earlier, that's why I put together my free self-improvement guide that breaks down everything, from discipline to training systems to the exact steps I took to get to where I am today at just 15 years old. You can find it in the description down below. You've got everything right in front of you. Now it's up to you. Gotta love the grind, bro.